Udeze, all the way from Nigeria, to talk a little bit about this spiritual awakening. What does it look like? What is a spiritual awakening? Do things fall apart before they get better? How do we identify that we're having a spiritual awakening as opposed to life just getting in the way? How do we navigate those terrains? It's going to be very exciting to speak about this, and also how to avoid, being too or not getting to the other side. So avoid holding on to your and harboring onto your habits that are not going to progress you in the spiritual awakening. Very important conversations, very enriching conversations. It is at 8:16 right here on Channel Africa, The Oasis, and also on WhatsApp, +2763 406 9126.
Africa Update on Channel Africa with Lulu Kabu.
Mozambique's opposition leader Venancio Mondlane has been charged with incitement to terrorism and disobedience. He faces a total of 5 charges. The charges relate to post-election violence that left hundreds of people dead. What punishment is he looking at?
The most severe charges are 2. One is incitement for terrorism, and also is being charged for mobilizing people for terrorism during the protests. These charges are really serious and severe. If he is condemned, is found guilty, he could serve 10 years plus years in jail, meaning that he would be banned from political participation, mainly for the 2028 and 2029 electoral cycle.
The director of CDD, the Center for Democracy and Development, Adriano Novunga.
Africa Update with Lulu Kabu, 12 to 1 p.m. Central African Time. Ease into your weekend morning. It's the Oasis with Ntsako Mhlanga. Only on Channel Africa.
Nkhanza zokhudza amuna ndi azimayi kapena kuti gender-based violence GBV zikuononga mioyo komanso kuphwasula midzi. Zikuchitika m'manyumba, m'masukulu, malo ogwirira ntchito, ndipo kwambiri mwakachetechete. Koma sizikuyenera kupitirira. Mukazimva yankhulani. Ngati mwakhudzidwa, funani chithandizo. Chifukwa kusachita chilichonse sikuthandiza. Mverani kuma wireless onse 14 a SABC kuchokera lachitatu pa 23 mwezi uno wa Julai kuti mumve zokambirana, malangizo, masewero, zionetsero za maphunziro ndi mafunso okhuza nkhanza za amuna ndi azimayi ndi akatswiri, anthu opulumuka ku nkhanzazi, kukhazikitsa lamulo komanso dziko lonse lokhudzidwa ndi nkhanzazi. Zonsezi pa wireless yomwe mumayikonda ya SABC. Imbirani pa nambala 0800 428 428 kuti munene za nkhanzazi kapena kupeza chithandizo. Nkhanza zokhuza amuna ndi azimayi zimatha ndi inu. Kutenga ukufikani kuchokera ku SABC.
The Oasis on Channel Africa.
We're unpacking spirituality and healing. We're unpacking what it looks like when you are going through a spiritual awakening. Joining us to unpack this is healer and teacher Benjamin Kamsiyochukwu Udeze, all the way from Nigeria. Benjamin, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. It's a big appreciation from me to be part of in this meeting.
And I'm so glad we're speaking post-retrograde because that was a very intensive one.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this. What does, a spiritual awakening look like and feel like? You find people saying things like, I can feel there's something shifting in my world. And I think most people can feel it, but don't really know what it is. Can you talk to us about it?
Okay. First of all, you have to understand the meaning of spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening is when you start knowing the real you. You understand? So when someone feels like something is shifting from he or her body or her inside, it means they are trying to awaken that person. So that shifting comes with different challenges. It's not something that you just feel shifting like that, you just have to stay like that. No, because it's going to come with different challenges because it's the starting point of awakening. You understand? That's when you start feeling disconnect. That's when you start feeling that you are standing alone. So many friends going to disconnect. so many job opportunity you're going to lose and all that. That's when the spiritual awakening starts. That's the starting point. Anybody that are experiencing spiritual awakening or anybody that have already experienced it will tell you this. So the shifting part is the part that starts with the awakening. That's the main source. That's the way you have to know that you are being spiritual awakened, because you will start knowing something that you don't know before.
And how do we assist this awakening? You know, what practices should we be engaging in during this awakening when we are going through what we are going through? How do we, you know, kind of assist it in its process?
How you assist it in this process is for you to align with yourself. Be truthful to yourself. Yes, be truthful to yourself. Always tell yourself the truth. Even though, you know, you don't have to tell everybody the truth, but tell yourself the truth. Don't ever in your life lie to yourself. And always believe in nature. Believe in yourself. Know that you are the temple of God. So God lives in you. The way you keep yourself, that's the way your life is going to be flowing. You understand? So in this spiritual practitioner, as someone that is experiencing spiritual awakening, the best thing and the best advice I'm going to give to that person is for you to detach from a noisy environment so you can understand yourself, so you can hear your inner voice, because that inner voice is you. They are the one to tell you to go. They are the one to tell you to stay. But when you feel like, oh, you don't want to start staying on yourself because you feel bored, because you have experiencing awakening, that's when you start making a mistake. So my best advice is, someone that is going through spiritual awakening, you have to stay up from toxic environment and you have to align with yourself. Be truthful to yourself. Don't ever lie to yourself for nothing.
And what about shadow work? That's also something that comes quite handy when people are sitting with their shadows and, you know, kind of addressing the traits that they like, that they don't like, that need to be changed, the traits that are toxic. You know, what do you have to say about shadow work, especially during a spiritual awakening?
Shadow work is the pillar. Shadow work is the pillar that stands in every spiritual awakening journey. Shadow work, you must experience shadow work. Because shadow work is the acts that are going to tell you what you really need to know, the scary part of you. You understand? So you have to experience shadow work. It's very necessary. And it's not easy. It don't come easy. It comes with different challenges. Like I say, spiritual awakening comes with different challenges. But when you finally succeed and you bounce back to your real you, you're going to come out great. So shadow work is something that is very necessary and is the pillar that guides every spiritual awakening journey. You understand?
Benjamin, how did you navigate your spiritual awakening?
Okay, I start loving everything about spiritual at my age of 9.
Wow.
Or getting to 10 years, yeah. So I start loving everything about spiritual. Like this now, you can see me, I'm close to the water. I'm close to the nature. So I start loving, but when I realized that I have this calling, is when I start getting detached from so many people. I can be your friend today, and if I see that the energy doesn't match, I cannot be your friend again. You understand? So that's when I know that this is something that they really want me to stay by myself and understand myself, not for you to keep being confused. So I really know that, because when I was growing, I experienced a lot, and I believe in nature. I believe in nature so much, and I love everything to hear around me and all that. So right now I'm grown, so I'm very happy that I understand fully everything about spiritual awakening, and I believe in myself right now. Nothing like a doubting, nothing like me or doubting this, doubting that, because I've already experienced it all.
And I think it's important as well. You know, you're mentioning nature, and I love the fact that you spoke about water, because one of the things that helped me navigate my spiritual awakening was spending time in nature, spending time in the sun. Whenever it rained, I would go dance in the rain. You know, just feeling more connected, because I think with the human experience, we have fully disconnected from the nature, and fully disconnected from the things that were given to us. You know, the universe gave gave us things for free, and now we are here, you know, trying to attach ourselves to things like cell phones and Wi-Fi's and all of that. You know, and the thing is with spiritual awakenings, you know, it kind of just catches you at really your peak. When does things start to get better for you? You know, when do you start feeling like, okay, now I'm starting to get better. Now I'm starting to feel like myself again.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You say when things start feeling better for you, right? In spiritual awakening journey, when you realize that things are start moving well, is when you let it flow. You let it flow. When you start feeling comfortable with the nature, like I said, the nature. Because right now I'm here, I'm standing with God. So I don't believe in anything that is I know that I'm the God. So I'm standing with God. I speak to myself. I believe in myself. I'm standing with God now. Anything I'm talking now, I'm communicating with my ancestors.
Yeah.
I'm communicating with my spiritual guide. So anything I do with them. Even much more if I eat, I communicate with them before I put the food on my mouth. You understand? So whenever the time that you feel that everything is start going well is when you let it flow. You know, you don't have to be dwelling on nothing, even much more of your past. You know, so many people think, oh, my past, oh, that's why you break that, man. When you start letting it flow, that's when things gonna start moving. Yeah,
And Benjamin,
you just believe.
yes. What is your advice to those who are just navigating spirituality right now, who are maybe just going through the trenches? You know, what do you have to say to them?
What I have to say to them is stay true to yourself. Channel your energy to the nature. They are the light source. They are the truth. Channel your energy to the nature. Communicate with the universe. Stay true to yourself. Know your ancestors. Know the spirit that governs you. Because not all spirit around you is your spirit. So know the right spirit that is yours and work together with them. You know, don't do because this person is doing this. Now you go and do it because this person is doing. No, don't do that. Because you are disconnecting yourself from the right source that you have been already given to you by God, not man.
Now, Benjamin, thank you so much for your time today, and we look forward to engaging you in the future about this. And I mean, happy awakening.
Thank you. I really appreciate, and I really appreciate your support.
Awesome.
For you guys to bring me up in this kind of opportunity, I really appreciate. And I love you guys. I love my fans, and I love South African. I love everybody.
Oh, we love you too, Benj. Thank you so much, man.
Okay, yeah.
Awesome stuff. That was Benjamin Kamsiyochukwu Udeze, who is a healer and teacher all the way from Nigeria, talking to us about spirituality and healing. It is 8:29 Central African time. Let's take a musical break right here on The Oasis.
Channel Africa, where every moment is an African celebration. Feel the energy, feel the connection.